Day has finally come. I finally got to pick up my Maverick XDS Turbo RR 2021, and I wanted to make a video for you guys to give you a full walk around, just to show you the interior, exterior, and things like that. So let's get started.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
So I had a choice between the full out black on black. I chose that sand color with the red seats, which I think looks really cool because they have the red grille in the front to kind of match. Kind of gives it a little bit of character, and I feel like this one looks a little bit more badass, I guess I should say, than just plain black. I'm kind of sick of all black because my truck is all black, so this was something different. So I really wanted to get the 72-inch wheelbase, but I ended up going with the 64 because most of the trails around here only allow 64, and I figured I'll get more use out of it than just the dunes by being able to take it on the trails as well. So from the factory, I feel like the stance is a little bit low, and I think they do that more for comfort. I think later on, depending on how it handles on the dunes, I might readjust the Fox suspension to give it a little bit of a higher ride height. And I gotta say, I am like in love with this color. The fact that it's like matte and they have the decal on the door that's also matte, it makes it look pretty sweet, I think, in my opinion. So as far as lighting goes, obviously everything is LED. One of my favorite things is the running lights. I think that looks freaking awesome on here, and the little projector full out LED headlights, I think that looks really cool as well. In the back, it also has the LED taillights. So one of the things I like about the Can-Am versus the Razor, I kind of like their layout of the cage a little better than the Razor, and I like the fact that you're sitting a little bit lower than you are in the Razor. I think it kind of gives you a little bit of more of a confidence type of deal versus sitting higher up. All right, so let's hop inside and I'll show you guys what's going on the inside. All right, so the seating is pretty comfortable in here. I gotta say the seats are not too bad. I was expecting these to be hard plasticky, but they actually feel pretty comfortable in here. So the cool thing is, one of the cool things that I do like is that they come with all these slots for your aftermarket switches, whatever you want to do for lighting or windshield wiper. If you have the windshield with a wiper, you also get some slots here that you have to punch out, which is not a big deal. These are actually removable, so you can take these out, and then these are the ones that you have to like actually cut out. So it also has cup holders, which I wasn't expecting it to have cup holders. I guess I really never paid attention to it. The glove box is on like a rubber grommet. So a couple people I've seen actually have put some switches in here in this little panel here, because it does have like the little punch out or whatever for a switch, so they've used that. It obviously comes with a toolkit. So basically in the toolkit you have a couple of wrenches, torques, and things like that you need, a screwdriver, a Phillips, and a flathead. You have your shock tool. Last but not least, there's like a tire pressure gauge in here if you need to adjust your tire pressure, which is kind of neat that they included that. I mean, this is like basic cheap toolkit, but I guess it would do the job in a pinch if you really need to like do something on the trail or whatnot. So in the center here you have a 12-volt power source if you got to charge your phone or whatnot. I think I'm gonna do like a phone mount in here, so it's hooked up and charging as I'm going. 2-wheel, 4-wheel, and then front diff lock, trail and trail active mode. Then you have your override for the reverse, so you could have full torque in reverse. Your key basically. So this is what the key looks like. The key actually looks like the RFID key on a jet ski, on a Sea-Doo. So kind of used to that. On this side, you have your light switch, and then the cool thing about the Turbo RR is that it comes with, you can shut the lights off completely by just holding this down, and it turns the lights off completely, which might be beneficial in some instances when you're riding somewhere we're not supposed to be riding. Not that I'm condoning that or saying that I will be doing that in any cases, but sometimes in Mexico things happen. Also comes with a rear view mirror, which is wide angle. If we're riding with our kid, I can see my kid in the back, how badly she's bouncing around, if I need to tone it down a little bit. Adjustability, like this part right here loosens up, and then you could adjust your mirror and you retighten it so it doesn't get, you know, bounced around and when you're bouncing around in here and things like that. Kind of neat the way they did the handles on here. So your oh shit handle is right here. This is your door latch. Then you have the passenger oh shit handle and the oh shit knob here to hold on to, since they don't have anything up front here. I prefer this with that over the bar that sticks out here in the front and you have to hold on to it, because I've noticed in some situations, like on the razors and stuff like that, people that are sitting in the passenger seat, they start like wobbling the bar to like try drive it. It's kind of funny actually. So the doors come with like a limiter strap on here, so they don't stick open. They have like gravity close on them, so gravity takes over and they just close the way that they're angled. So the steering wheel comes with tilt. You can tilt it up and down, which is very convenient. And then the seats obviously move back and forth in the back of the machine and in the front. The cool thing about the front is, so they do allow you to mount the seat lower if you're really tall, like, and if you're riding on with a helmet, so you're not banging your helmet up on the roll cage, you could move your seat down about 2 inches. So in the manual, it tells you if you remove these nuts, you have to use new ones every time, which I kind of feel part of that is maybe just BS to protect themselves, but that's what it says in the manual. So with the rear seat moved all the way back, I actually have plenty of room here, and I'm 6 foot tall and 230 pounds, so definitely enough room for a bigger boy in the back here. This crossbar has the oh shit handles here for somebody to hang on to. The next model up is the one that has the 5-point harness on it. These come with regular style seat belts, front and back. So I'm going to do the 5-point harnesses on the seats probably in the near future, because I know things get rowdy fast sometimes. So if you could figure out how to get past the slingshot mechanism here, you could use the cup holders back here too, which is kind of nice. This is kind of a nice spot to mount a paintball back here for my kids to shoot zombies as we're driving around. Hopefully that kind of gives you an idea of what's going on inside. And size wise, if you are a bigger rider, I don't think you're gonna have any trouble fitting in the front or the back. So I moved inside where the camera could see the gauge cluster a little bit better, show you guys what's on the gauge cluster. You have your driving modes, your eco mode and your sport mode. You have your menu as far as what it's displaying, engine temperature, battery voltage. Then you have some settings for clock and things like that. You have your DPS right here on the dash, which sets your power steering to minimum, maximum, or medium, depending on what type of riding you need. Then it displays your 4-wheel drive, your diff lock in the front. So in the manual, what it says basically, when you engage 4-wheel drive and then you lock your front diff, before you disengage the front wheel drive, always make sure to unlock your front diff and then put it into wheel drive. And last but not least, I'll let you guys hear the stock exhaust on it, which doesn't sound terrible. It sounds actually pretty decent, which I kind of do like that it's not overwhelmingly loud. So I do have a bunch of goodies on order for it. One of the first things is going to be, so I have a off-road rear taillight that I'm going to be mounting up in the back here. Obviously the windshield and things like that. I'll be shooting videos on all the stuff that I do to it and giving you guys reviews. If that's something that interests you guys, make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, and hopefully you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.